start this by saying Reese absolutely had ants in his pants. He was so naughty when we started this show jumping. He'd already had a bit of a buck and, well, tried to. He's not very good at it. But yeah, he was so spooky. He warmed up fine and we went into the arena and we got over to like this area on the right and he just spooked at the caravan the judges were in. He spooked at the trailer the jumps were on. He was just a right proper in a mood and I have zero idea why. But anyway, he was very naughty and we kind of had a very rough start. It's all pretty ordinary. And yeah, he does his little skippy and we're on the wrong leg here and he would not come back to trot to change it. If I asked him to give me a flying change, he would have absolutely launched me into space. And so, yeah, that was bad. That was pretty crap. I think that's the first time he's ever just flat out stopped at a jump. But to be honest, I wasn't really riding very forward because he was in such a mood. But anyway, we had that stop and then we had to get Laura to run over and fix the jump for us. Who Laura is videoing. Thanks very much, Laura. And then we were off on our merry way and he was much better. He was still skipping a lot like he likes to, but we jumped the rest of the course in much better fashion than we had started. Thank goodness. Lily had to work on the Sunday morning before this event, so I took the ponies and she met us there and we both did the 45 centimetre class. After I entered, I thought, I probably should have done 60, but after our stack at Narandra, I thought maybe just go softly. And yeah, Tiger hasn't done any cross country since Denman in June or July, and you know he's still pretty green at this stuff, as you can see by his zoomies. So we just both did the 45, and I'm putting these videos in the video in order that we did them. So we both show jumped first, and then did cross country, and then did dressage afterwards. And yeah, once he gets in his brain to like slow down, which he's not very good at, and jump the jump instead of just charging over the jump, he goes a whole lot better, as you would expect. So we both had 4 faults in our show jumping. I still now, a week and a half later, I've got no idea what our final scores were. The scores haven't been posted anywhere. And I left after I did my jump judging duty on cross country in the afternoon. So yeah, I don't know how we went overall. It was pretty cruisy cross country. I think there was 13 jumps. Reese spooked at everything all the way around and looked at everything except for what he was supposed to be looking at. It was all pretty scary except for the jumps. He has a look at this blue and yellow one, but aside from that, he was really good jumping wise. Not so good at the looking at everything else wise.
I don't think that's technically recorded.
Lily and Tiger's cross country. They had a great time. He was so good. All weekend really, he was quite good. Yeah, she said he was awesome for the first half of it, and then they've come out here where I've videoed and good all the way around. He did a race coming up to this one. He's looking at everything that's going on around it except for at the jump. Okay, I'll jump it. And then I would be interested to see if we ever see the scores, how they were scored at the water, because they don't actually go through the water. But the flags are, there's a red flag on this jump just here to the right, and the white flag is at the other end. But I don't know, somewhere I think you see the jump judge kind of looks like she shakes her head. And I'm like, she went through the flags. That's all you need to do. If you want them to have to go through the water, you have to put the flags in the water or at the edge of the water. So I'd be keen to see that. But anyway, that's all there is of Tiger and Lily. They did do dressage afterwards.
Mum's last bit of the day.
Cross-country jump judging, so I did not get to see their test. I have no idea how it went. This is obviously Reese and I. Reese did a reasonable test for the mood he was in for the day. He was still very spooky. He was spooking at the wind, which, where we live, it's very windy. He's used to the wind. The wind shouldn't bother him. But it had blown all the letters over and the sand was blowing, and when it hit the pipe on the arena sand arounds, it made a noise, and that was spooky. And there's a bike track that goes along through those trees. He likes to spook at those too. But overall, it was a pretty decent test for the mood that he was in. It was also like a prelim 1-1, so he really should be able to do that by now.
Awful camera work, sorry.
So that was our day out at, I don't think I said earlier on, it was the Tuggeranong Adult Riding Club Wimpy Eventing Day, or something along those lines. And yeah, they had classes for, I think one was like poles on the ground, one was cross rails or 30 centimetres, and then we did the 45, and there was a 60 class too. And the concept of the competition is awesome. You know, it was a really fun, enjoyable, relaxed day out, and you know, such a good opportunity for people who are not super serious about competing and don't, you know, aren't at a level where they can go out and do EA eventing, but they still get to go for a bit of a burl around cross country. That's a great idea. And yeah, that was it. That was our day. Like I said, Lily did her dressage, but I did not see it. She was happy with it. And yeah, Tiger was great all weekend. Reese was in a mood all weekend. But we all survived. Everybody stayed on. It'll be Tiger's last outing for a little while, which there's not much on over Christmas, but a week after, or less than a week after this, Lily had a non-horse related incident and has broken her collarbone again. I say again, it's the second time she broke it when she was, I don't know, 12 or 13 as well. So yeah, Tiger's just fat and happy in the paddock for a while, and he's absolutely down with that. But yeah, Reese will be out again sometime in January, I think. Thanks for watching. See you next time.